900 sounds good. 1,000 sounds better. You know, I mean.
I don't know about the CVT, but 4 years ago. People don't see this kind of stuff on a regular basis.
I only got tires, no shit. Oh yeah, this is baby. These are little tires that below it. No, it's got 70-inch tall tires on it. We're trying to do a backflip with it. We need a horsepower to it. Real high. Yeah.
Not enough to get on the first.
What engine is this?
It's got that ProStar 2-liter Polaris engine. Massaged a lot. Perfect circle built the motor. When we're done with it, if it runs good today, we're in a couple months, we're waiting on a stroke again. Once it shows up, we'll go down that road. Probably be back for that one.
This is like, oh shit, I need this thing going. He just crawls up under it.
Yeah, there you go. We're even getting a Honda device and everything. He goes through shit to drive it. I'm gonna put Lexan on the floors in the front, so if we're doing a wheelie, you can see through. All that black.
It's different.
Yeah, dude. You got it.
Out for pulleys and everything on the blower and everything?
I got two more. I got a the lowest boost, and I've got one that should be max boost, and I've got one over boost. So hopefully we have that. There we go. That's the one. We got to tighten it up, get over again. And then it was the intercooler, too small. Ended up having a 1500 CFM intercooler. We went to a 3800. I said, well, we'll go overkill it. We can only push like 18 pounds of boost through it. The tank was getting hot, real hot. I said, that's something right there. Called Procharged, and they said, you got too small tank. We're intercooler. So, that one's got on. They claim the motor will take 25 pounds of boost. I don't know. That's a lot. It's simple. I mean, honestly, after I did this, once you figure out all the stuff and then get it tuned, I mean, you can monitor anything you want to. I told some guys the other day, I said, my ECM goes down, I'm putting a FuelTech on. It's easy. Other than just getting it running after that, but it's really not a big deal. I used to Dynotech or Dynojet tune stuff. It's just, this is different. You know, you got percentages and timing on them. This is numbers and stuff. I'm not used to Wandas and stuff, and I'm just not familiar with it. Gotta set this under.
Hard to say as I have left eye.
Probably
No,
20
but-
degrees.
Yeah, the gas? Yeah, let's try 20.
It's 20 degrees advanced right now? Or you want me to advance it 20 degrees?
That's 20. Yep.
Try again. Alright, hang on. You might have to mess with the clutch to make it so that it, because it's got a 3-to-1 reduction in the torque.
So I got a junior drag strip.
Right.
But like it's like this, the clutching never grabs it ever.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna face right now.
Like it hangs here, 6900,
And then it lets
but
go.
usually it like will lay flat, kind of pull back, and then shift,
Yeah.
or what they call shift, I guess.
Right.
It just like runs right to it.
Out there, boy. We don't need that.
We sheared off the factory tack welds. No, that should.
It's got a 3-to-1 reduction.
It's all right.
Yeah, that wasn't designed to be on there very well, was it?
No.
Tack welds, little spot welds.
Well,
That's
see,
nothing.
it took that flange off it. See that flange right there?
Yeah.
That's what was on this side. It just ripped it right off.
It should pull back and then go this way.
stay for a second and then go up.
I think something, it's in the clutching somewhere. Yeah. Made 28 right at the very end. 28 pounds. 28 pounds. At 10,300.
So it don't even come in. It just falls off. It just doesn't do nothing.
Seemed like it grabbed for a second.
It grabbed and then it just
Well, it grabs when he's holding it like stationary on the dyno, like with it loaded.
And I cannot floor it. If I floor it, it passes.
It what?
If I floor it, it passed RPM on the dyno.
So it's like it's running through the clutching.
Yep. Helps.
Because that's the speed on the bottom, right? Yeah, yeah. So we're in like 350 or something. That's kind of halfway through.
Yeah.
Because based on what you guys told us from the rear, with 9,000 RPM and that ratio, if the CVT couples, your wheel's going to be about 800 RPM.
Yeah, yeah.
The wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
Like sticky.
Okay.
Like stamped or something.
The throttle.
Here? No, it's like, something's like.
So right now, just so you know, yeah, we're gonna grab the log to see it, right? But he said he was revving 9 grand, right? But the tire speed was only half of what it should be doing.
Half what it should be.
Yeah, so the tire speed was, I don't know, 40 miles, something like that. It's like the CVT is not transferring enough, you know? It's not changing the ratio
Okay, I
enough.
can go another spring swap.
Because the motor was up, but there was not even load. Like it was spinning the tire, right? But there was not even load on it. It's just like it was just spinning the tire. It wasn't going anywhere.
6 pounds.
Yeah.
Because it was only 24% throttle.
Yeah. No, this is perfect because like at least we can see. So the CVT is not changing to 120. That's what's happening now. So the tire went to like, I don't know. And he's already a 9 grand, so he has the centrifugal force to try to change it. He just can't. Right? So it's just too much. Still there, right?
That's all primary. This is.
All right, let me try. Let me call this guy one more time.
And we can't physically lock that CVT. No.
Might turn back on that. That's what I'm thinking. I think that purple spring is hurting us. That pink spring in the middle?
Might be too much.
Yeah, I think it is.
So if you just get one in between, that makes it in between.
If this is too heavy and it doesn't move in, and it requires more RPM to do it. Because that's the first thing that you do on a scooter, right? Yeah. You change this on purpose to allow the motor to hang at high RPM, right? Our case right now is backwards, right? We need to be able, this thing to try to grab the motor on lower RPM. This thing just needs to swap the ratio early. I'm playing with this guy here, the other side.
That's got a ton of weight in it. And a weak spring, so it's gonna shift, and it's gonna, when it goes, it's gonna go as hard as it can.
Okay, and there's no more weight you can throw at it or less spring on it.
I can throw a little less spring at it.
Because like the thing that I see is this, okay, on this lap, on this lap, you went to an RPM, it kind of stopped, and I was watching how they were doing, right? So it looks like it was never able to make this pulley to become smaller and that one to be bigger. Right?
I can
'Cause
try
that's pretty
that.
much what he's trying to do, right?
That'd be a whole lot easier than swapping this damn
Yeah,
thing
so
out.
it looks like that guy there, that's reactive to the engine RPM, right? It's not actually becoming really tall to try to pull this in. Because like
I'll leave that alone for one more time.
I would say, because like she grabbed.
Oh yeah,
I don't think she's a problem right now. It's just that fucker needs to pull her.
Oh
in,
yeah, I agree.
right?
Yeah.
And then we have enough pulley to hold it.
And then we might be fighting a losing battle with that. That could be the whole problem.
At least then we have an idea, right? And then even the tune-up side is gonna be
Really
once you guys start playing with, it's already done.
Just clutching, yeah.
You know, and then you guys just need to figure out how the car behaves.
Yeah.
But at least not like a waste day.
Yeah. No, it's not a waste of day either way. It still runs a ton better than it did.
Oh, I like it. It was really good. You know, the free rev looks to be pretty cool. And now with those different loads range, at least you can. Could you feel this time there was actually finally grabbing before it goes?
That was 13 pounds.
Yeah, that's good.
Only 13 pounds.
Do you see it there?
So when you start running, the line is the tire speed, right? Tire speed on.
Yep.
And there is a dot. Can you see the dot?
I can see the dot.
So the dot's horsepower in real time.
Okay.
Okay. So you went to, I don't recall, like 150 to 100 on the lead. That was perfect, right? Maybe what we can try to do now is, since this was about 40, try to do like 60 or so and see how she behaves on 60 or so.
I was trying when I saw the dot moving.
Yeah.
I tried to match the GPS here because
Yeah. Do you want a number instead of a bar to make it easier to see, like a big number, like instead of gear, like a big TPS number? I think it's gonna be easier to see it, right?
Yeah.
Because then we can do like a 60 load and we see how she behaves. And then you keep track of that 60 on the motor, right? And you keep going till the motor kind of goes close to 10, and that's it. Because the clutch is grabbing pretty good. It was making a slope, right? That was cool. So do that first, please. Somewhere on the dashboard, a 2x2 TPS number. So he can see, and he's gonna try to do like 60. Since this was 40, try to do like 60. So we are reaching the speed.
Yeah,
This is like way slower than we
we're
thought.
reaching the speed we need to reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're reaching the speed.
Yeah.
We thought it was half of that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Like,
Yeah.
but like that's good. So at least we know. So that's pretty close to what it should be going. It is engaged.
Yeah, it's engaged.
It's
We're
engaged.
locked in.
Yeah.
The clutches ain't hot.
Well, actually, put the piece of sheet metal and make this resistance. And also,
Okay, so the fuel map is close, but it's rich,
Okay.
and it is not optimized on ignition timing or anything else like that. So
What you think?
I personally wouldn't just go straight into a race with it before figuring out the clutching and everything else, and actually being able to put it under load, take some data logs and stuff like that, and I can help you
Send them to you.
just to make sure that we can look at all the vitals and make sure that everything is okay and it's all working and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I don't see, with current situation, us risking breaking something worse on the
I've got
dyno.
an out of balance issue right now on the crankshaft. With that trying to
With
run
the
like that, it's running true, but I ain't gonna say it's balanced right this time.
Yeah,
It's gonna beat the bearing power or rip the crank.
I wouldn't risk that. I would take it home and just stay in contact with us, and we'll help you polish off the rest of whatever it needs to do.
And I can just send you data logs.
Absolutely.
Okay.
As right now, the tune's on a safe side.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
It's not gonna break because the tune is off.
Well, the other thing is you're never going to tune this to the level of like a drag
Yeah.
thing where it only runs for 3 seconds.
No.
Because you're wide open throttle for however long it has to be wide open throttle for.
We don't know.
So it being on the rich side,
It's not a
basically
bad
what
thing.
we're going for is rich enough or lean enough to where it doesn't misfire, rich enough to where you could just stab it and stay wide open for as long as you feel like, and that's good. And it doesn't have a lot of time. So one thing, what are you gapping your spark plugs to?
30.
30? 12.
Really? Go that tight.
Because if it breaks up with 12 thousandths air gap on the spark plugs, there's something else
It was
wrong.
either 12 or it was 28. It was still on. It was way above
Yeah.
12. Way above. And they're only off of one plug to the side base right now, so you can't really.
Yeah. So I would do 12 to 14 thousandths gap
Okay.
on the spark plugs, and then just figure out the clutching and all the rest of the stuff that you got to do. Make sure that it works, no leaks, get your pulley fixed,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And then as you go, email me logs. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you all the stuff that like we've done today,
Yeah.
and then we can.
We'll
adjust
save
it.
that tune on my flash drive case. It's gonna be struck by lightning or God
I'm gonna
knows
get you
what.
I'm gonna give you a flash drive with all the stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Cool. What kind of numbers do you think it made today? Other
That's-
than that.
It's hard for me to tell because I don't know how much loss goes through like the 3 transmissions it has basically.
What was fuel consuming?
It was consuming enough fuel for like 800 horsepower, but I know that it's not making that at 28 pounds of boost. Like it has to be making more. It's probably 500 or 600, which is why I said it was rich. I already trimmed some fuel out of it,
Okay.
but it's probably around there.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy. He says, if you're over the 500 range, he said, and it's you got an issue, he said, don't hurt. That's the guy we talked about clutching. The other buddy knows
Yeah,
it.
I would assume that if we got a full run, all the way wide open throttle, the whole thing, it would probably be upper 400s, 500 somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
I would guess. But with that bolt that's almost touching the block and stuff.
I don't want to touch
all the
no,
RPM
no.
and everything.
No, I agree with everybody here. We don't. Because if that crank has any in play, it's going to eat the crank up. It is what it is. Shit happens.
I mean, we made progress. It runs good, starts up, idles, takes
Oh
throttle,
yeah,
does the whole-
Oh yeah. I wouldn't do that when we drove it in here. You heard it when we come in. It's terrible. We'll get a discounted rate the second time.
Oh, don't worry. So don't worry.
Discount. Just kidding. I'll bring beer and pizza.
Oh, you trying
We
to
staying
bribe
all
us?
night.
You trying to bribe us?
We'll do it on Friday.
Okay.
Moonshine and